What's up guys, it's your very Labo Juice here today, and we're going to be checking out some subreddits. So before we start the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to the user that's going to pop up on the screen. That's his Instagram, and I'm not going to pronounce the name because I can't, and I don't want to fuck it up, but so yeah, he's the one who gave me the idea for today's video. If you guys have any ideas for videos, subreddits, anything at all, just DM me on Instagram and I will do my best to answer and probably even use them if they're interesting. So let's start the video. Okay, so our first subreddit here is called Am I the Asshole for Telling My Family They Can't Use Spanish on Christmas Day, or My Husband and I Are Not Coming. My family is Mexican and we live in Texas. Everyone in my family is bilingual and they tend to mix English and Spanish constantly. My sibling spouses have all learned some Spanish, some better, some worse, but they can still participate in all conversations. Okay, pretty good intro here, nothing wrong. I've been with my husband for 10 years. He took a few classes, but he found it too difficult and decided that he can't learn a language as it's his thing just like math isn't his thing, and he dropped it. Okay, so we almost got like a villain backstory here, you know what I mean? It's like a build-up. Now we have like the intrigue. I mean, I hope it gets good. Every family gathering, there are a lot of them, he feels left out because everyone switches back and forth and he doesn't understand them. I have to translate for him, and it must be really uncomfortable for him. Okay, now what I kind of find annoying and fucked up about this paragraph is that, like, it just looks like no one gives a shit about the guy. And I mean, I clearly feel bad for him, because, you know, like, at the beginning of the paragraph, they said, oh, they're all bilingual and they speak English and Spanish. If you know there's a guy alone in the room and he doesn't speak your language because you can. It's just, like, it's fucking up the whole vibe for him. And he's, like, a part of the family, you know? Like, okay. So far, I absolutely hate the family. I feel like they're just a piece of shit. I mean, I'm sorry, like, bro, come on. Stop being such a bitch. What did the husband do to the family? Like, come on. This year, he said that he's not coming. He feels excluded, literally what I just said. And even when he talks with non-Mexican spouses, they mix and match languages, and he feels like it's to mock him, because there's no need to. Yeah, okay, this is basically what I just said. So, this is like, he's taking a step forward and he's saying, no, I'm not coming. And, I mean, honestly, if I was in his position, I would do that, honestly. This family's just, these guys are major assholes. The husband's the victim in this situation for me, clearly. Okay, so in the next part, the wife calls her mother and told her that they must promise to not speak English because it's excluding their husband, or if it wasn't that, they were not coming. So she's basically posing an ultimatum here. Now, obviously, like, I can't find any perfect solution on the spot, but jeopardizing your relationship with your family like that by posing an ultimatum when, you know, they're pissed about the situation, I don't think that's the best idea. Again, like, I have, like, a very bad point of view, so I can't really judge, but, like, posing the ultimatum, I don't think that was the smartest thing she could have done here. And I'm trying to see where she's going with this whole ultimatum situation, because I kind of feel like it's in any case, like, she's gonna lose something. She's not gonna gain anything. I don't feel like she's solving any problems here. She's just creating more problems, if you guys see what I mean. My mother was angry. She told me they're not going to police their speech, that they were accommodating for the first few years, but he made no effort, and it's ridiculous that he doesn't even try. Now, I'm still going to stand on my choice of the ultimatum being a bad idea, but now that I've read the rest of the text, the mom says that they tried accommodating for the first few years, but apparently the husband didn't make any effort and didn't even try. So now the husband, if he's not even trying and then complaining, you know, it's more of the husband being the asshole in the situation. So to conclude on this subreddit, I really want to say that it's the couple's fault and not the family, because as the family mentioned, they have made some efforts and it didn't work and the husband didn't even try. And then the wife is taking, basically partly taking the husband's side by setting an ultimatum. So that means she still thinks that, you know, her husband is the victim in the situation. And the family is maybe, I don't know, over-exaggerating. But then yet again, like, they mentioned in the beginning that they're bilingual, the family is bilingual, and they speak English. So the fact that they purposefully don't speak English after a few years of accommodation is kind of, I feel like it's really dumb, because they have the opportunity to actually talk with him in a language that he understands, with vocabulary that he understands, yet they're still not accepting the fact that, you know, he's like, he has a hard time understanding them. Anyway, next subreddit. Okay, so next subreddit is, I want to say shocking. Am I the asshole for smoking weed in my living room on the day that my 2 younger cousins visited? What? Okay, so there's like this voting system on these types of subreddits where you can vote whether the person is an asshole based off of, you know, what they told you. And on this one, it's written that the person is an asshole, and I'm not surprised given the title. That's already relatively shocking. He's clearly the asshole. I mean, we're gonna need more context, and that's why I'm gonna read it, but, you know, not surprised. So basically, the guy smokes weed all day, every day, and it's a part of his routine. Don't do drugs, don't smoke weed. Not a good idea. Anyway, so the guy didn't see anything wrong with it, and it's not something that he likes to be judged on. Okay, so his mom is completely against this idea, and, you know, obviously, like, as a mom, she should be worrying about that, and she's constantly telling him to stop. So he believes that, or he or she believes that, weed is nature's medicine, and that society is oppressive to those who use it. Allegedly, it has helped him in many ways, and he's mad that it's still stigmatized, basically. Okay, so I get from where the guy's coming from, saying that weed has helped him, and yeah, it can be used for specific medicinal purposes. But, I mean, the fact that he's doing it, like, he's smoking it as a routine is, like, something that makes me dislike him already, so. Oh, and by the way, I don't really know whether it's a guy or a girl talking, so I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna go with the fact that he's a guy. So don't be surprised when I say he and not she. Anyway, so the guy's mom told him that his uncle and younger cousins, who are 4 and 6 years old, what the actual fuck is this guy thinking? I mean, you know, like, younger cousins, the guy could be 30 and the cousins could be 20, like, okay, maybe, but 4 and 6 years old, what? I mean, this guy has no idea of the bad influence he's inflicting onto these younger kids, you know? And so his mom basically asked him to not smoke on that day, which is a perfectly reasonable demand. I mean, if I was the guy smoking weed, I would obviously stop. If my 4 and 6 year old cousins would be coming over, it seems like a pretty logical thing to ask for, you know. Oh, and what a coincidence, the uncle and the 2 cousins came in right when he was smoking a joint. Don't they, like, knock or anything? But I mean, the situation gets worse, because not only are the uncle and the 2 cousins showing up in the middle of him smoking a joint, he's on the couch in his underwear. And then he says, it was a really embarrassing moment. I'm not sure about that. I think it's very nice to have your 4 and 6 year old cousins staring at you on the couch in your underwear smoking weed. You just basically traumatized that kid for life. Yeah, I don't see how that could be embarrassing, you know? And he says that it made matters worse when the cousins saw him coughing in a haze and smoke as they walked in. So obviously, the uncle gets upset and he screams at the guy for smoking in front of the children and being irresponsible, which is, again, a totally logical thing to do. And so then he tells them that he needs to grow up and start thinking about the consequences of my actions. Again, what is he doing on the couch in underwear with his cousins right there? Okay, they came early and they didn't knock for some reason, but, like, it's not justifiable, you know? So basically, then he goes on to say that he could tell that his uncle was really disappointed in him, and the whole situation made him really frustrated. You know, like any normal weed smoker, you're smoking your good old blunt, and people come and interrupt you. What? Like, don't come interrupt me when I'm smoking my blunt. Now, I know I'm making fun of the whole situation, and especially about the smoker, but, you know, he kind of gets a hold of himself after, and mentions that it was not a good situation, and he regrets that his cousins had to see him like that. Oh, so, you know, he got better. No, he did not get better, okay? The next sentence is, I don't think I did anything wrong. What? This guy has no idea of what he's doing. Like, he must have been really high when he was typing this or something. And the craziest thing is, he starts blaming his mother for telling him the wrong arrival time and asking, so how was I supposed to know that my cousins would be coming over early? And he continues by saying, I don't see what the big deal is about smoking my weed in my own home as long as I'm not bothering anyone. Yeah, bro, you are bothering someone, like well, actually more than someone, your 4 and 6-year-old cousin and your uncle, who's actually currently very disappointed in you for not taking account of any of your actions, and you're still not recognizing anything bad that you did. Okay, so to sum it all up, this guy is basically an ignorant and has no idea of what his actions might ensue. And I mean, I know I sound like a Karen, but it's completely true. Like, any logical person, I mean, I hope any one of you guys, even watching my videos, wouldn't start smoking weed in front of your 4 and 6-year-old cousins. So yeah, that guy's a jackass. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I mean, it's free, doesn't cost you anything, and, you know, it's good benefit for my channel and stuff like that. I know I haven't been posting that much lately, and, I mean, I got school and, you know, stuff going on, so, I mean, again, I'm doing this for fun, but I'll do my best to upload as much as I can and upload the highest quality videos that I can. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.